Rabbi Sorotskin, the renowned Rosh Yeshiva of Telz, unfortunately battled with cancer for close to 2 decades. He successfully fought it off for many years until eventually succumbing in 1979. His wife once quoted him as saying, "Before getting sick, if someone were to offer me the ability to pay $1 million to be spared from the ordeal, I would have gladly taken the offer. But now that I've been through this ordeal, even if I would be offered $1 million to have avoided it, I wouldn't take it." How could this be? He explained that because of his illness, he experienced growth as a person. "I saw the hand of Hashem clearly. My patience, my endurance, and my emunah all grew tremendously. I wouldn't trade this growth for anything, even $1 million." There's a medrash in this week's Parsha that captures this powerful perspective. After Kriyas Yam Suf, Moshe begins leading the Yidden in Shira with the Az Yashir. The Medrash notes that Moshe uses an irregular word, az. Moshe was saying, explains the Medrash, "I sinned with the word az, therefore I will now praise Hashem with the word az." What is he referring to? After Moshe confronts Paro and demands the Jewish people's freedom, Paro responds by intensifying their workload and increasing the oppression. Moshe turns to Hashem and protests, "From when I met Paro, matters have only gotten worse." The opening words Moshe uses are, "Ume'az basi el Paro." Now that the Yidden have achieved liberation, Moshe specifically uses the same word "az" to rectify his mistake of challenging Hashem. The same word with which he complained to Hashem is now used as the opening words of praise and song. The Beis HaLevi explains the deeper meaning of this medrash. There are 2 levels of gratitude and praise. When someone experiences hardship and is saved, they offer thanks to Hashem. The first level of thanks focuses on the salvation. "I wish that I never had to go through it, but I'm thankful and grateful to Hashem that I got out of it." The second, deeper level of gratitude is appreciating the hardship in and of itself. The struggle, the challenge actually made me a better, stronger person, and for that I am grateful. Chazal teach us that the Yidden were supposed to be enslaved in Egypt for 400 years. In reality, they were only there for 210. The commentaries explain that because the slavery was so brutal and cruel, the suffering they experienced in those 210 years was enough and was considered as if they were there for 400. In other words, the fact that the slavery worsened after Moshe confronted Paro actually hastened their redemption. Their suffering, while painful, was a pivotal step in their liberation. That is what Moshe was teaching us by connecting his Shira to the original oppression. We're not only grateful for being saved from the Egyptians, we appreciate how it was done as well. What at the time seemed to be an intensification of suffering was in fact a catalyst that expedited our freedom. That is what Rav Baruch understood. We can look at life's challenges as obstacles or opportunities, as setbacks or as springboards. It's up to us. Every experience is an invitation for growth, and it's up to us whether we accept the invite. Wishing you a wonderful Shabbos.